Hello? You guys, today we are here exploring an abandoned military fortification, and this one's actually in Rhode Island. It's kind of like the one that I went to in New York, but this one I didn't have to fly to. But it's not quite dark enough yet. I just did some drone shots, but I want it to be a little darker, so I'm waiting for the sun to go down a little bit more. But in the meantime, I figured I would address that little card that said this is a paid promotion by the Magnificent Seven, because this video is actually made all because of the Magnificent Seven and Sony Home Entertainment. So basically, after the huge road trip this summer, I went home and saw this movie in the theaters. It was an amazing movie, so I was really happy when Sony's like, hey, can you talk about it? Because we're releasing the Blu-ray and DVD, which I'll have in the link down below. So they're like, hey, can you talk about this? And I was like, yeah, sure, I already saw the movie and it was amazing, so I would love to talk about it in a video for you. So while we're waiting here, for the sun to go down, the Magnificent Seven, which is kind of like our road trip. We went to all these ghost towns and it was like a western, and we went to these places where there are nooses and cowboys and stuff like that, Tombstone, and that's pretty much what this movie's like. It's based off of, it's not based off, but it's like the Seven Samurai, where these seven guys come together and protect this town from a bunch of thieves and protect the villagers, the townspeople. They're just a bunch of miners.
Why are you here? Fighting someone else's fight.
These people deserve their lives back.
And they ask for the help because they really can't fend for themselves against these thieves coming in, taking their land for very little amount of money and not giving them much. So it's an amazing movie with Denzel Washington. I mean, Denzel Washington makes every movie amazing.
I need more than a few to help us fight.
What a bunch of misfits we are.
Chris Pratt, who is really funny, he's my favorite character. He's really just one of my favorite actors because he's so funny. He's called the Gambler in the movie, and he's got all these card tricks he does, and then he shoots people in the face. It's amazing. This movie, it has lots of good, fighting scenes, but the last hour is just this one huge, amazing battle, which the whole movie works up towards. And it was in the theaters, watching it with my friends, it was amazing. It was this loud, huge explosions going on for an hour straight.
You ain't never seen a soldier like me. We gotta die.
Sun's coming down now. I'm gonna go put some coats on because it's really cold here, and now in December. But yeah, make sure you check out the Magnificent Seven. I'll have the link down below for the Blu-ray and DVD, which is out now. If you still have time, try and get it for Christmas. But you might be a little late by the time this video comes out. Well, it got dark out. I feel like I'm back in Iceland again, wearing all these layers. It is so cold out here. Nothing like an ominous dark walk to nowhere. All right, so we're here alone at night. You guys love it when I do that, right? I'm here alone at night at this fort. Pretty dangerous spot, but that's how I do it. Hello? Alright you guys, so some brief history on this place. We are at Fort Wetherill. I could be butchering that, but it looks like it says Fort Wetherill. And we are in Rhode Island. And this place was actually built in the 18th century, and back then it was called Fort Dumpling, which is named after a general of sorts. And it was owned by the Americans, the British, and the French during various periods of the Revolutionary War. So it wasn't really specifically one person's or another. It kept getting recaptured and captured by other people. And then in the late 1800s, it was actually bought by the Americans here, and they rebuilt over Fort Dumpling. So they put reinforced cement everywhere, and they kind of renamed it Fort Wetherill, which is what it is now. So there are these giant cement fortifications on this we're on the water a little bit, so it's on the water. and it's got like these huge circular things where the guns would be, and it's kind of like that one I went to in New York. But I'm trying to kind of hide out here from the cold. I can't see anything right now as I'm staring into a light. I could be about to get stabbed at any second, but who knows. This could have been one of the artillery rooms. I know they did some firing practice here. They actually had some firing ranges here, so they did a lot of, you know, practice shooting guns on a shooting range around here. What is this? Whew. I gotta figure out what that stuff is. If anyone knows, I always see it's the white dripping stuff on the ceiling and walls. It's some kind of mineral. Whoa, this gets dark. Yeah, see, look at that. All right. Nothing like, oh, walking through puddles. Nothing like it. At night. So we're currently walking through what looks like part of the cement fortification. There are a lot of rooms here. There's a really big cable that runs all throughout here. Oh, it looks like it was attached to that spool. There really is no other feeling like walking through an abandoned place at night with the wind whistling outside. It's pretty creepy. There might have been some kind of shelves or tables in here. It looks like bookshelves that were destroyed. I'm guessing a lot, based on the graffiti, a lot of people come in here. Look at the size of these doors too. This is actually like smaller than me. You have to crouch to get in here. It's like we're going to the catacombs. Like, look at that. I don't know what that was. I found the gate. That's not a creepy sound. Nice. Looks like a swimming pool. So, I gotta go down there so you can see it. So we're currently in the woods. That's what it looks like, at least. But we're actually on top of the base now, and it's just very overgrown, as you can see. But here is a giant circular cement mount for one of the 12-inch guns, mortars. We're standing on it right here, where there used to be a spiraling gun. Kind of like the last one as well. You got this huge cement slab here, which is surrounded by a wall that's been graffitied, and because there's a fence now, it looks like a giant swimming pool. It's like I'm sneaking into the neighbor's swimming pool right now. Going inside something, maybe, or not. That's a pretty big drop. What is this right here? Looks like where there would be a control panel. interesting. You guys remember that place we went to in San Francisco that we said was a missile base? Because that's what someone told us? Yeah, that's pretty much what this place is as well. Except that was one foggy day. Oh look, another circular mount. Graffiti here is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. It's a crab with one eye. It's just crazy to think that this, years and years ago, is where many battles were fought over just this little base right here. And now I'm just walking around in it. But people died for this base because it is on a perfect spot on the coast to protect the town of Newport. Another giant hole. It is just a very cold, dark, and ominous night here. Reminds me very much of San Francisco. That's the sound of the lighthouse. That's how you know we're right on the water. I think it's really cool that we're on the water. I can hear the waves. I can hear the lighthouse. And it's just completely silent other than that out here. It is a Wednesday night. There's nothing going on here in Rhode Island. Everything is just quiet and dark and peaceful, really. Alright you guys, that has been the abandoned fort here in Rhode Island. I personally really enjoyed it. It's kind of a different vibe when you do it at night. It's like a whole, especially if you haven't seen it before, it's totally different. You have to really watch where you're stepping. It kind of adds a sense of danger. But that has been it. It is freezing here in Rhode Island, really in New England altogether, especially at night. But leave a comment down below if you guys like me exploring these places at night, because I really like to do them, and it seems like you guys it seems like you guys like them a lot as well. I'm going to be trying to go off into some new countries in January. I got some really cool stuff planned. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.